Hi YouTube, how you doing? This is Gish Gish. I just wanted to say welcome to anybody that's already been subscribing to me. Welcome to my channel. And I also want to say welcome to my new subscribers. I officially have 203 subscribers. Thank you. I hope we can get some more. As you can hear from my tone, I'm not gonna really talk about anything silly or anything. I'm just gonna keep y'all updated with a lot of things. So as you can tell, I've been gone for like 3 weeks. So that first week, I got sick. And it frustrated me because I had plans for YouTube. I have a couple of video ideas that I would love to do. And I got sick, and I'm also having a car situation at the moment. My little brother got into a car accident like sometime in May, like the last week of May. But we was managing with cars because it was other cars, but you know, car issues. So I'm not gonna explain all that. So now we gotta use my car, and it's frustrating because my mom works and my little brother goes to school and works. So it's just difficult. It's overwhelming. I felt drained. Didn't really feel like talking, didn't really feel like speaking. Plus, I was sick at the time. And I think when I was sick, I was on my menstrual too. Yeah, not really going. And then just feeling overwhelmed and stuff in that nature. And thinking about the YouTube video ideas and just feeling kind of stuck. Kind of like, I just need to take a little break. I ain't gonna lie with you, I want to take more of a break, but I'm not going to. Not really. I got work to do. So let's get off it. Let's get away from that. So one of the topics I've been wanting to talk to you guys about, I've been debating this for weeks, and it's about being a loner, a lone wolf, the oddball, the black sheep, the outcast, you know what I'm saying? So that's what this video is about. So I feel like when you are a loner or a lone wolf, to people, you're perceived as very confident or arrogant or snobbish or cool. Like, you know, it could go either way. I feel like a lot of people want to be near you. Like, sometimes at the beginning, they kind of intimidated. Yeah, like you're intimidating, you're intense. But at the same time, sometimes people want to be near you, even if it's not for the good reasons. And sometimes people look at you and they think you're confident and they think that you ain't got no insecurities, like you're perfect, like you're good. But really, that's not the truth. That's not the reality. And I feel like, at least for me, like when you get to know that lone wolf, I feel like a lot of people don't accept them for who they are most of the time, which is why we become the lone wolf, the loner, because it's like you're not really here for a good time, you're here for a long time. Like, you know, it's like I care about the quality than the quantity. So it's hard to make friends with people because you rather have deeper connections than not so deep connections. It's like I want to have real friends around me. I want to have real people around me. I don't want fake people or people, you know, people you can have a lot of friends, but that don't mean everybody your friend. Like, the more friends, the more problems you got. I ain't gonna lie with you. And me personally, I had to realize that at a very early age. I never understood certain things about myself, but as I'm getting older, I'm understanding things. And although I ain't gonna lie, it was a lot of hurtful experiences. I'm getting older. It's not as hurtful because it's like you accept it yourself. Like being a loner or a lone wolf, part of it is accepting that about yourself. I feel like it's so easy and it takes a while for you to accept that that's who you are. Like, a lot of people are not gonna accept the fact that you're honest or real or blunt, or you see things that other people don't want to see. Like, you see the elephant in the room, like everybody sees it, but they just keep their mouth shut. But you don't. You got a mind of your own. Everybody's going left and you go right. You know what I'm saying? You're not a follower, you're a leader. And people think you're weird because society programs us. I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of people are followers. A lot of people keep up with trends. A lot of people say certain slangs and this and that. And when you don't do that, you're the oddball. You're the weird one. When really, probably nothing wrong with following trends and stuff. But to me, I'm like, you're really the weird one for me. You're following what everybody wants you to do when you really don't have to. And sometimes that's not even who you are. I'm not doing something that doesn't align with my morals or I don't want to do. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, like for me personally, I don't know if every loner's like that. I'm not the most, I guess, people person. Like it is kind of weird because like I like people, but I don't like them at the same time. Like, because people, it's it's a lot of person. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like I pick and choose the people I want to be near. It's like I can't just be friends with everybody because some people are full of shit. Like I just can't do that. And you can read people from a mile away. It's like, yeah, you untrustworthy, like or you observant, so you catch things about a person. It's like, yeah, I'm not being your friend. Or sometimes they give you a weird vibe. You do give a benefit of doubt, but you like, yeah, you prove my point. And what I mean by I'm like the most people person, like I'm an introvert who knows how to socialize. So I feel like that's the best way I can explain it. I'm not an extroverted person. I have some extroverted qualities that can make people think I'm extroverted, but I'm not. I'm introverted as fuck. I just, over the years, learned how to socialize. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's draining because it's like my energy is drained and I need to, and I feel like it's contradicting because it's like, how you have these qualities, but you like this? And it's just, you get misunderstood, but I understand how it's contradicting or weird to people. Like I don't like parties. I'm not a party person. I can't do large gatherings. I like to have little gatherings and little parties with my close, intimate friends or people that I love. If they ask me to go somewhere and it's a lot of people and I don't know that, I'm not going. I don't like that. I'm just not a party person. I'm not a people person like that. I can't just go to people, oh, hey, I'm Stephanie, and da-da-da-da. I don't know you. I ain't gonna lie with you. I be like, I don't know you. I'm not really comfortable. I don't want to do this, And even since I was a kid with family and some friends and stuff, they never understood that about me. I still get misunderstood by this to this day. Some people get upset at me, and it used to make me feel bad. But I'm like, I'm getting to a place where I'm like, yeah, I'm not pleasing y'all like that. I'm sorry. If I don't want to do something, I want to do it. You ain't gonna do that for me. And I'm not saying like, it's a tit for tat, but I'm just like, that's just not who I am, and I'm not going to please you or act like something that I'm not for your liking. I just don't like that stuff. I don't mind hanging out with you because you're my friend, but I'm not hanging out with a large gathering of people and family that I don't like, that I think are fake, or I don't know, or it's just too much going on at the same time. Sometimes it's not even about if you don't like the person or like the people. Sometimes it's just a lot going on. I don't like crowded areas, crowded spaces. Like I just feel smothered. I'm like, okay, this is a lot. This is a lot. So I was looking at something. Like I said, like people think that you're confident and you're cool, calm, collected. I've got that before. And they're just like, you're just perfect person with no insecurities, but that's not the truth. Sorry, my camera cut off. But I would say that like people think that you don't have any insecurities sometimes or you're perfect, but it's like you have a lot going on in your mind. Trust me. You have a lot going on in your mind. Like for me, I be overthinking. I be having perfectionist problems. I worry too much. My insecurities can, but my face is like, but I am working on it though. So it's getting better and I do feel more secure and more safer and healthier with that. And I feel like I feel like one of the reasons why I may not be a people person is because, damn, I just forgot. But, it's hard to make friends. It's hard to have people who accept you for who you are because I'm blunt, I'm honest, I'm real. I'm gonna keep it honest and real with you. I'm not that friend I'm not your yes man. I'm not your yes man. I'm not gonna always be on your side. I'm not gonna always agree. I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm not gonna sit here and make you like a fool. We can't stay in delusions for too long. Like, I'm going to tell you the truth, and a lot of people don't like that. I must see what everybody else is see, and if you ain't gonna say something, I am, because this is bullshit. One thing I do not respect and do not like is when people be sugarcoating shit. Be honest, hurt my feelings. I'll get over it. I just don't like that stuff, I don't like that stuff. It pisses me off. It's a irk for me, because it's like I know you're lying. I can feel it. I know you. Don't do that. But I would say, like, some of the great qualities about being a loner is just being okay with being to yourself. Being okay with not having too much friends or not having friends at all. Being more open-minded. Not saying other people aren't. being creative, you know, the high standards in a good way. You don't compete with people, you compete with yourself. And I feel like that's another bad thing when you're alone. I feel like a lot of people are in competition with you, but really you in competition with yourself. You are humble most of the time. Like me, I'm humble and modest, and so I look down on myself and put other people on a higher pedestal. I feel like some people put me on a higher pedestal and put themselves down, but I'm like, no. You know, so I be quiet and I'm observant. I don't, like, even at work, there's some coworkers, when I first started working there, I could tell they thought I was arrogant or rude or a bitch. Like, I heard some comments about, they made rude comments about me, and I was nice. I didn't even say anything. I guess when you're quiet, you're intimidating to people for some reason. You're intense. I've got that before. You're intimidating. You're intense. You're too blunt. You got a rest and be face. You know, you do too much. You're too emotional. You're not too emotional. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, you're going to have to set me for who I am. Now, don't get me wrong. There is some changes I can make, and that's what I've been doing. And I'm all for growth. That's another good thing. You always think about growing, and you want to be friends and surrounded by people who want to grow with you, who want to level up, who can be honest with you, you know, who wants to build with you, friendships, relationships, family ships, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I am. So I care about my quality more than quantity from my friendships and relationships and family. So if I don't feel that with you, we're not going to be that close. We're not going to be that close, because when I try with you, you don't like that about me. So we can't get there. So we could be cool. We could be close. We could be good friends, but we may not be as close, deeper and deeper, because you're not ready. You don't want to take that step. You keep on misunderstanding me and this and this and that. And I'm like, yeah, I get so tired of putting on a mask or feel like I have to talk a certain way, whatever, for people to get my point. It's like, it doesn't matter how nice you say it, however you say it is always a problem. And yeah, people get intimidated by you, like your face, your tone of voice, the way you talk. And people think that when you are the lone wolf, like, it's the greatest thing ever because people want to be near you. But do they ever talk about how lonely it can be, how you feel so alone? It's like you on the top here and there's nobody there with you. It's nobody there with you. And it's lonely sometimes. And don't get me wrong, we know how to be to ourselves, but there's times when you do crave having people near you, but it's hard to find that quality you're looking for because you don't want to just settle for less or settle for anything. I'm not gonna lie, the standards are high, and when you have high standards, it's gonna be harder to find someone, a good friend, a good relationship, family. But I feel like it's worth it at the end. It takes a longer time because you're taking the long route and not the short route, and most of the time when you take the short route, things don't really go well. And hey, people look at me weird for that. I'm like, hey, I'd rather wait to find a true friend, to find a true partner, I'm in a relationship, to find a true family member, than to sit there and just latch on to somebody like that. Because that don't always mean it's authentic. I love authenticity. I like people who are genuine, who can be honest with me, be blunt with me. If I do something that hurts your feelings, tell me. Don't sugarcoat the shit. Don't wait it out too long. Like, I get we do it, but after a while, it's like we're getting older, like mature. I need to be with somebody who's mature. I want to be with somebody who's inspirational, somebody who motivates me, somebody I can grow with, somebody who I admire. I don't do competition with people. I'm not a good competitor. I'm telling you right now. I don't even care. If I lost a game, I don't care. I don't care. I'm telling you that right now. Like, it's just not gonna work for me. So I don't want to be near people who are jealous, arrogant, competitive and stuff, because we're just not gonna click. Because I'm gonna call you out. Because I'm like, you're annoying. You're annoying. I ain't gonna lie with you. I forgot where I left off, so I'm just going on with it. But people really think you're weird. Ever since I was a little kid, I always had a mind of my own. Always say, yeah, I'm not doing that. Like, I was that girl. Instead of wearing dresses and skirts, I wear pants. And not saying girls didn't wear pants that day. I mean, during that time, or pants, or women never put on pants, but like, I would not put on skirts and stuff. And I'm tomboyish. I mean, I'm starting to get into with my feminine side more and more as I'm getting older. But that doesn't mean the tomboy stuff about me is gone. Now, I'm trying to change my clothes because I want to, even if I do dress tomboyish, I want to dress better with it, but also have some feminine stuff in there. It's just going to take me some time to rearrange all that, feng shui my closet and that drawers and stuff. But I was that girl, I was that tomboy girl. and my family's African, like that shit is weird to people. That's the opposite. It's just like, you're weird. Like, why you want to do things that is predominantly male, or what is a man supposed to do? Or, and I don't know, I'm just like more tomboyish. Even though I am trying to get like feminine with my clothes, I'm still tomboyish. Like, I like hands-on work, and that doesn't mean that's not for women, because there's some feminine things that is, well, things that are quite feminine that is hands-on, like getting your nails done, like doing nails and other stuff. And I like that too, especially as I got older. I still love art. Art isn't really a gender-based thing, but if you get my point. And people find me weird for that. They find me weird. You know, when you love art, people don't really believe in that. And I know some people find me weird when I want to go to school for it. I'm trying to see if I could be like in arts education, or try to work at a studio or something for pottery or whatever. And I know a lot of people think that's odd, that's weird, but I don't care. I'm doing YouTube. People think that's odd, you know, in a way, because it's like, oh, you want to be a social media influencer? Hey, I didn't say I want to be a social media influencer. I just been told you should do YouTube, and I did kind of thought about it for years. So I was like, sure, let me try it, you know. I'm just doing it for fun, and just doing it just to get out of my comfort, just doing it just to do it. But back to what I was saying, like, even when it comes to some feminine things, I'm the type of person, ever since I was a little kid, people always called me weird. And I said, thank you for that. I took it as a compliment, because I said, why would I want to be normal and regular like everybody else? Basically, as a kid, I'm like, you guys are just being normal to me and boring. And not saying normal people are boring. Y'all just following each other and doing being a robot, when I'm just being myself and being different. So I don't take that as offense. This weirdness is part of my personality that a lot of people like, but don't want to be my friends all the way, but it's just forever. I'm open-minded, I'm creative. I always said as a kid, especially with art, like, I gotta be outside the box. I always wanted to be outside the box. I always wanted to be different. Since I was a little kid, I didn't really understand why. I was just like, yeah, I don't want to be like everybody else. I want to be myself. So, like, for instance, when I was a kid, one of my favorite colors was pink. Then every girl was liking pink. I said, well, I want to be different. So I started liking red. I heard people saying they like red. I don't want to like red no more. Because I'm like, I don't like common things like that. So a lot of people think I'm weird. Like, your common guy that you would like, I probably wouldn't want it. Because I'm like, what's so unique about it? Like, everybody wants that. It's like, to me, it's like, you lost your value. Like, everybody want it. Like, I don't find it interesting. And then sometimes certain people, certain looks, they be arrogant. And I'm like, do you not see the personality, like they full of shit, or is it just me? And people get upset at me because of that, but I'm like, but he or she is full of shit, and you're lusting. No, you're infatuated. Like, that's nice now, looks matter, but what about the personality? Sorry if I'm doing this, trying to scratch my nose. You know, I'm the type. So, like, hey, but that's just me. I gotta be outside the box with my arts and crafts, which is a video I do plan on doing. I do plan on doing that. I've already told you in the beginning, so whatever. But even at work, everywhere I go, even family, people think I'm weird. I feel like sometimes I'm the black sheep or outcasted at times. And, you know, it's not easy being a loner, because you get a lot of people, you get everybody. You can tell when somebody's upset, this and that. You can help people, you comfort people, but there's not a lot of people who could do that for you. And it's hurtful sometimes, but you get older. The more you get older, the more you accept it, the more you stop expecting, the more you just accept that you're a giver. And when you're a giver, it's a blessing and a curse, because there's not a lot of givers out here. There's a lot of takers, and it's lonely. Sometimes it's not even that you're lonely, you just feel alone. Like, sometimes I don't feel lonely, I just feel alone. Like, I'm just here. Like, I love animals more than like people. I'm like, fuck you, bring me that dog and cat, whatever the hell you want, I don't care about you. Like, that's how bad it is. And some people are like that, even if they're not a lone wolf or whatever, but I don't know. But being a lone wolf gave me some really great qualities. I'm good with my art, I'm open-minded, I'm creative. I could talk to anybody if I wanted to, but it's just not easy to find friends the way you want them. Like, you can have a bunch of friends if you want it, but... So, my camera cut off, and I forgot, what I was saying, so I'm just gonna end this. I was pretty much about to wrap up, and then the camera did it anyway, so whatever. Thank you to all the new subscribers, and thank you to all the existing subscribers. It really means a lot to me, especially during this very difficult, overwhelming, frustrating time. But I'm getting the hang of it, so whatever. And I have more YouTube videos that I have and I planning on doing and planning on making it look better than usual. Sorry that I'm using this camera quality. Hey, you get what you get. All right, thank you, bye, love you, and I hope you find this video. And to all the lone wolves out here, keep on being you. Unless you are unhealthy lone wolf, get healthy. And even if you ain't a lone wolf or not, still be you. All right, bye, love you guys.